Today's look is inspired by the very beautiful Song Hye Kyo's character of super hit drama Descendants of the Sun. Mo-Yeon's makeup is simple, clean, but of course, flawless. This minimalistic look is all about looking natural and softly matte at the same time. Anybody will look great with this look. You still look like yourself, just so much more enhanced in the most natural and subtle way possible. As if you've been using a beauty filter app. When working on a matte look, the first thing to remember is to make sure skin is nice and moisturized. For this reason, I'm going to bump it up with a hydrating facial mist. A good primer is crucial for creating a smooth base for foundation. So as always, I'm going to be applying on the diamond points of my face, forehead, cheekbones, and chin. Now as you can see, this primer is lavender toned. Lavender actually helps to combat the discoloration of the face. It will help to eliminate the dull yellow tones and brighten my skin up. I will be using two concealers, and I'm going to start by using the yellow tone one first. Now I'm going to dot it on my orbital bone where the area tends to be purplish from my dark circles. Remember to dot it all the way up to the temple and then on the sides of the nose where it tends to be red. Using a small fluffy brush for better precision, you want to softly blend away. Now you can see I'm really taking my time. My brush has little pressure on my face, so I'm just making very light, gentle strokes. And not only has it helped to diminish the darkness underneath my eyes, it's also helped to bring out my cheekbone area. And by highlighting that area, my face appears more sharp and more three-dimensional. Whatever is left over, apply on the lid because it can appear quite red and veiny in this area. Using the lighter shade of concealer, I'm going to pop it on my brow bone to lift the area, down my nose bridge to give it definition, on my cupid's bow to give it more volume, and then I'm going to highlight my chin, my forehead, and also my cheekbone area. Since light brings these features forward, it gives my face even more definition. Now we're ready for foundation. I know that Song Hye Kyo uses the Laneige BB cushion apparently, but personally I think it's a little too dewy, so for this case I'm going to be using my powder foundation for that matte natural look. Don't forget the ear area because it can appear quite red. With the complexion completely evened out, you want to do a little gentle highlight and contouring with powder. Taking this shade called Banana, I'm just going to pop a little bit underneath the eyes, and the yellow once again just helps to combat a little bit of the darkness. With the lighter contour shade and a buffing brush, I'm going to do a little bit of gentle contouring. And it's called gentle contouring because it's supposed to look subtle, almost invisible to the eye, but of course enough to cast a very soft shadow to make the face appear more defined. And as you can see, I'm just buffing in circular motions along the hollows of my cheeks, on my jawline, underneath my chin, in the neck area, up in the temples, in the hairline, hence the crescent area. Apply another layer, but keep it at the back to create a more three-dimensional effect. Going back to my fluffy brush, I'm just going to define a nose by running it along the sides of my nose bridge and along the tip. Song Hye Kyo has a very kind and youthful look, and it's all thanks to her natural brows. So using my brow pen, I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas by making hair-like lines. And you want to remember to leave the front of the brows. So now I can go ahead and take a light brown color from my eyebrow palette. And with my angle brush, I'm just swiping across while vertically positioning my brush for a natural look. Then I can go ahead and balance out the rest of my brows. To make the brows appear softer, first of all, I'm going to take a spoolie and I'm going to brush it out. Then with a fluffy brush and a little bit of my powder foundation, I'm simply going to pat over it to lighten it up. The eyes will be kept very simple. First of all, taking a matte light skin tone eyeshadow, I'm simply going to dust it all over the eyes to cover up the redness in the eye area. Sometimes eyelids get extra veiny, so this will help to brighten them up. To lift the brow bone area and to make the eyes appear sharper, I'm going to take a highlight powder from my Anastasia palette, and I'm simply just going to make this area pop. Make sure it's not over shimmery because we want to keep everything very natural. With the light brown matte eyeshadow, I simply take the brush and I let it work into my eye socket in a windshield wiping motion. This will add a natural depth to the eye so it appears less flat. With the same eyeshadow, lightly apply on the lower lash line, stopping halfway to balance out the depth. This part is important. When highlighting the lower corner, you want to make sure you don't use anything too white, too gold, too pink, or anything too shimmery. So for this reason, you can use a highlight powder for the face. I'm using this eye crayon, which happens to be very natural. Black eyeliner will look too harsh, so go for a warm brown instead. Now, tilting my head back, I fill in the spaces in my upper waterline. This is also called the invisible liner because it's so subtle. If you have sparse eyelashes like myself, it will give an illusion of thicker lashes. Song Hye Kyo's eyeliner is clean and simple. I'm just taking the eyeliner and I'm bringing it out just a little. Keep it like a line and make sure you don't overextend. The key isn't to make the eyes really stand out, but just for the whole face to look balanced and clean. Starting with my eyelash curler, I'm going to crimp my lashes and I'm going to start by midpoint and I'm just going to pump very firmly. To keep the eyes looking clear and clean, I'm just going to apply mascara on the lash tips. Sometimes mascara can make the eyes feel heavy. This method means they will stay looking and feeling light. Now, taking a matte natural blush, I'm going to wipe the excess at the back of my hand. Then I'm going to start at my cheekbones and I'm going to bring it to the back of my cheeks. You want to achieve a color flush that looks as if it's really coming from within, so remember to not overdo it. The key is to have some sort of color, but natural enough that it's not too much. Song Hye Kyo likes to sport a natural gradient lip. So to achieve this look, I'm going to take a matte lip product with a shade that's kind of like the lip color but a little bit more, and I'm just going to dab on the inside of my lips. And you want to remember, don't push your lips together afterwards. Instead, just use your finger and dab it and blend it seamlessly. You can use a clear lip gloss, but I'm going to take a milky one and I'm just going to apply on the outside of my lips. I know Song Hye Kyo uses the Laneige lipstick to create that look, but you really don't have to. You can easily do it yourself. And as a result, your lips will look gentle and fuller. And now our naturally beautiful look is complete. Inspired by Song Hye Kyo, this minimalistic look always makes me feel amazing. I feel like myself, but very much enhanced in the most subtle way possible. Even though it definitely makes you appear healthier and polished, the makeup won't steal any attention from the face. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day and I shall see you really soon. Mwah.